Nice background, Trev. Yeah, you need to fix that because we're live, and this is a packed Nifty show with all kinds of nifty goodness for you today. We're going to go down the game rabbit hole and show you guys some cool stuff coming in the metaverse that we've just discovered and could not wait to bring to you. We are going to talk with Michael from AlienWorlds. That DApp is blowing up in the Wax ecosystem. Those guys are killing it, and they've got some new stuff to show you. And then for the first time, we have a Grammy-nominated recording artist that is releasing an NFT series, and her name is Shontelle. It's going to be amazing, and some might even say it's going to be nifty. So let's go.
Looking into the future, what do we see? It's lined with digital collectibles, we call them NFTs. Games, trading cards, digital art, and those crypto kitties. Travis and Joel are the hosts, you'll know. Travis and Joel say this won't blow. They're locked and loaded, so ready, set, go! It's the Nifty, really kind of spiffy. The Nifty Show.
And that's exactly what it is. It is the Nifty Show, episode number 43. Joel Comm here, and barely by the skin of his teeth, Sir Lord Travis right there.
Yeah, at about 4 minutes till, I made a mess, and I was like, "Oh,
pull your mic in. Pull your mic in.
Oh, yeah. Your mic is here. Right,
I mean, so we're professional broadcasters.
Yeah, I made a big mess right when I was getting ready to get on my computer, spilled something, and I was like, "Oh, ah!" And so I had to rush and get that fixed and jump on it.
He is part Russian. We are on time.
I was rushing like a Russian racehorse.
On schedule and under budget for this live show. And that's the thing about live shows is you never know what's going to happen. And of course we have our news show, the Nifty News, which happens on Tuesdays. That episode is released. We might do it live next week because we're going to have some newfangled production stuff, aren't we?
Yeah, we got some new stuff. We're going to be up-leveling our Nifty Showness. And we got a producer that's going to be coming on and using a new streaming system. And we're going to have some lower thirds, and we're going to have our own. We're going to fancy this up here, folks. This is right here. This is the last of the least fancy. Next, we're going to be leveling up. Although this is pretty dang fancy. We got some awesome people on this episode. We're not talking about the content or the quality of the content, just the quality of the production. It is going to be leveling up.
Yes, we can make no promises as to the quality of us. But with that said, let's get started. I'm really excited about our first guest today because I discovered this just 2 days ago. I'm a big gamer, have been forever, and not referring to my size, just to my love for video games, and a big fan of massively multiplayer online RPGs, role-playing games. And I've played World of Warcraft since it came out in 2004. I think I still give them my subscription money. I play Guild Wars. I play all of the things, and there's something happening in the blockchain world where we've got these metaverses happening with these property games, right? Where people are going to be building on land. And this game that I just found is a mishmash of this classic MMORPG with owning property, and so much more have yet to learn about it. It's called VulcanVerse. Vulcan, VULCAN, VulcanVerse.com. And with us, we have Jamie. Jamie, what's happening?
How you doing? Am I online? Am I here on TV?
You're live, and I know that it is the middle of the night. You're down under, right?
Yeah, I'm very down under. In fact, I'm from the underworld of Hades right now as we speak. But yeah,
I thought you were in Greece, right? You're in Greece?
Yeah, yes, I am in Greece, which is bizarre, really, because the whole world is Greco-Roman, sort of, from the old mythology. And when I moved here, we had no idea that it would become this Greek mythology, sort of this world, but it just sort of transpired that way. And all our staff are Greek. We've got an office in Greece, so these guys getting to sort of animate mythological creatures, and it's just a dream come true for them. So yeah.
Well, Jamie
you got a
Thompson
microphone nearby.
That's the best he's got. We've already gone down that road. His mic broke. So
no.
Yeah, it's a little challenging, but that makes you guys want to listen harder, right?
That's right.
That's true. Yeah, we had people on YouTube go, "Is he in a cave?" I'm like,
no.
"Yeah, he's in a cave of Santorini."
I'm speaking in the webcam. I mean, I could get closer, but it would just be my face. So I'll just make sure I'm doing it one directional.
We don't want to see a close up of your nostrils. We want to hear more about this awesome game. So VulcanVerse, does that have anything to do with Spock being a Vulcan?
It's a different Vulcan. It's the god of forging and fire, you see, because we started with an NFT engine, and it was like we were forging NFTs. So one of our admins came up with the idea of Vulcan, who sort of forged the NFTs, and then we sort of moved into the sort of Greco idea of this god. And then obviously there's him sort of, the whole lore is based on Vulcan is sick with humanity, sort of turning to their mankind machines, and he wants to sort of restore their faith and see how creative they can be again. So he's created this world where they have to recreate the new Olympus, the sort of, yeah, so that's the sort of, I mean, as you can see here, there's the lore, it's written by these fighting fantasy authors. You know, they did all the old choose your adventure game books like Way of the Tiger, Ian Livingstone, that kind of stuff. So they got onto this. So all the lore has been written by these sort of, you know, award-winning authors, which is just great for us because, you know, it saves me doing it, as it were. And the difference is with this and sort of the sandboxy kind of games, which are awesome, you know, they were the sort of start of it all, is that this is very much specialized towards a written lore. You know, you've got the Hades, the underworld where the demons are, you've got the deserts of Notus, the grasslands of Arcadia, and the mountains of Boreas. So even though you can build your own terramorph, your own land, it has to be within the confines of that fantasy. So, you know, you can't put a Starbucks up, you know, in the middle of the desert, or, you know, put a Land Rover up.
Oh, but I want my latte with extra sauce.
We can ask Vulcan, but he's not a very forgiving god. He sends me out for interviews at ungodly hours in the morning.
Here's what's different about the other land building games. There's some great stuff going on, right? I mean, we've got a place in Crypto Voxels. I've got land in the Sandbox. I've got land in Decentraland. But the graphics that you guys are creating are just a new level of sophistication. You know, this is, what are you using? Are you using Unreal here or what?
Unity, and everything you see there is totally bespoke. You know, we've got 21 of us working on this, and they've all come from different games. You've got the UK, Ukraine, we've got some Americans, but most of us are in Greece. So every creature you see there, it goes through a process of a ZBrush sculpture, then it gets rigged and animated and gameplay added to it. So all these assets are totally, the reason we can do it is that we're taking it out of the browser. The blockchain game is going into the computer. So we have the power of creating this sort of Unity game like you would, you know, Assassin's Creed or any other game. But we still have the blockchain elements. So everything's linked up to NFT assets, every plot's a land. And so, yeah, I think it's about time we start bridging the blockchain gaming world into the MMO. And we like to think we're doing that. Oh, I
find that completely fascinating. I'm sitting here looking at these graphics and going through this stuff. I mean, this is truly next level. I mean, when you look at a lot of blockchain games, they are not anywhere near this. I mean, a lot of the games, they're just you're just seriously putting things on a whole other level here. And from what I understand, you have more than one game, right? Don't you? Haven't you guys already built several different games within this platform?
Yeah.
How have we only heard about you 2 days ago? That's what blows me away, is that you guys have been behind the scenes sort of building and not really sort of ready for prime time to let people know about it yet. You guys kind of been holding back, saying, let's just build all this stuff and then we're going to deliver. And I can't even believe it, 8-9 games you guys already have done.
Yeah, 8 to 9 games. I mean, we weren't really sort of crypto first. It was more sort of gaming first and community first. We started with digital art. That moved into NFTs, and then we met some fantasy authors, and then we had a fantasy game. And so we got this kind of Hearthstone game called Berserk. So it all kind of, the artists we met, the authors we met, the sort of the gamers we met along the way, it all culminated into the idea of a metaverse. And I didn't really know much about Sandbox and Decentraland then, so we assumed that we had to go in hard, go in strong. So that's why we went, sort of graphics and gameplay first. But yeah, a lot of people say we're unheard of, but hopefully not for too long. I mean, the land's fully gone, I mean, it's all owned by people. But of course, you can still join the world without owning land. So it's, yeah.
This is I guess this is the main site for the company, VulcanForged.com.
Yeah,
and
right.
And you can read about all of the blockchainification part here, but you guys did a token sale already, right?
Yes, we did. We did it 2 days ago, and it went in about 8 seconds, I think, or something ridiculously really fast. So it was and we didn't really do much marketing for it either. And I have to say that probably 80% of that were the community who've been with us for 2 years, watching us build from tiny digital art into this massive metaverse. So yeah, I mean, we sold out a couple of days ago. We've got Uniswap on Monday, and then we've got a few other exchanges lined up after that. But that whole element for me, it's not my thing. We just want to build and make games and just enjoy the lore. Yeah, there's Berserk there. It's like a sort of.
So this is like a Hearthstone like card game.
Yeah. It's probably our most popular second game, as it were.
Where do I find this? How do I get to this game?
We can watch I'll tell you what. If you go to Twitter, Berserk_game, you can see a trailer of it being played.
Twitch.
No, Twitter.
Oh, Twitter. Okay, Twitter. Berserk.
With an R.
Berserk. Like
yeah.
that. All right.
And then no, game after the underscore.
Oh, of course. Instead of this guy, this guy here. There's
look at him. He's all swole with his 2 followers.
and there we go. Here's a trailer of it.
Okay, let's do this here. World do I not know about you guys until just 2 days ago? Let me tell you, so full disclosure here, I saw what Jamie had created. I told Travis, and Jamie was available to hop on a call, and I say, hang on, Travis just got back from overseas and he's trying to get readjusted on time over here, and it's early in the morning. I'm like, dude, get on this Zoom with me. He's like, I'm in bed. And so he gets on the call. We start talking. We're like, we want to help you guys, right? That's what I said. It's like, we think, we can bring some advisory help to what you're doing from a marketing and social standpoint. And you said,
who, me?
You, Jamie, yeah.
Oh yeah, I said absolutely, yeah. Let's do it. Yeah, I didn't get my cue there. Yeah, I mean, anyone who reaches out to us, I'll contact them and talk to them. We're very open. And it was literally a community member tagged you, and you said DM me, and I did. 2 days later, here we are.
Yeah, so we are officially advisors for Vulcan Forged and VulcanVerse right now, and we're going to be speaking next week more about specifically how we're going to be able to help you. But dude, I'm pumped. When do we get to play the game?
Yeah, well, you know what? You guys can enter now. We've opened up Arcadia, the grasslands, and we've opened up Notus, the deserts. So we've got a few hundred people, well, a bit less than that, walking around at the moment, fighting, foraging, building, exploring. The condition is you have to own land, but I think I can make an exception for you guys. So yeah, join the Discord, discord.gg/VulcanVerse, and yeah, have a play. Beta should be out end of the month easily, and then we're ready to roll. We really are.
So you got a few different telegrams. I saw t.me/Vera Arti. So that's one, right? And then you have Vulcan Forged as VulcanVerse is the other one.
Yeah, it was a bit complicated. As I said, Veriarty was the digital art site, so we kind of started there and that grew. But VulcanVerse on Twitter, Vulcan Forge on Twitter. I mean, it's gone from 0 to 60 in such a short time that we spent too much time building and making the games and not enough time marketing and doing all that hype crap, you know, all the mediums, and we just rather make the games first and then let the rest follow. I
love it. I think what you're doing is you're killing it. And I was looking at that game, Joel, like that one Hearthstone version game. That seems to me like, how cool would that be if like some of the stuff that you're building, like I'm looking at it from, wow, well, we've got all these blockchain heroes characters that, man, we could almost white label some of those potentially. You know, it looks like it would be like, that's the perfect kind of game like we need for blockchain heroes. So maybe we can have a discussion on that sometime.
Well, it's funny you say that because we've got another game called Forge Arena where we allow people like yourselves who have characters to join our game. We take their characters and we animate them for them, and then we put them in this kind of DTD Dota kind of, you know, auto battle game. If you go to Forge Arena on Twitter, that's our other game. And you know, if you want to get your blockchain characters in there, you know, we'd be open to that. You know, one of our other games we've got is a dragon game, Coddle Pets, a third party, and we're animating their dragons for our game. So,
dude,
what's the account?
Forge Arena, Forge_Arena.
Forge_. That's good because Forge Arena is a suspended account. This account doesn't exist. FORGE_Arena.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe it's 3 underscore dashes.
You did something naughty and got suspended. That's the problem. Well,
development.
What I love here is that you guys
play Forge Arena. Sorry,
right. One word, play Forge Arena or underscores. Okay. Yeah. So what I love here, and Travis referenced this earlier, is that you've built this already. And now, and then you did the token sale. There's so many companies that are like, we're going to build this, we just need the money. But you guys built and are building still, obviously in development on some of it. And then you said, oh, by the way, here's the token that's going to support this. And people went nuts and bought out how much? $8 million in a few seconds.
Yeah, but I mean, some people got some discounts. So, but the market cap's $8 million. Yeah, that's the starting market cap, $8 million. And yeah, see, these are the Vulcanites from VulcanVerse, so you can use them in the game, in all our games. It's the same NFT, so you can use the same Vulcanite across all the different games. You see.
Here, I'll turn off the volume so we can talk while this is playing. But
yeah,
so this is kind of chess-ish, but not really.
No, yeah, it's just an auto battler. This is an old video actually, but whatever, you get the idea. So we take people's games and we sort of make characters out of them. We've got a different set here. And we've even got Vulcanite 3D chess as well, where all the Vulcanites attack each other, and you know. So yeah, anyway, we've been building away, and yeah, I guess the sort of token sale was because we needed our own economy. We were relying on another blockchain's token, and it wasn't, you know, it wasn't stable enough for us really. And we wanted to have control of our own sort of staking abilities, in-game currency, you know, that kind of thing. So that's the main reason we did the token sale. I mean, obviously funding, you know, is always helpful for development, but it wasn't like we were crying out for it. It just sort of, we just need our economy really, and here we are.
You know who's going to want to get their hands on this, Travis? You know who's going to want to get their hands on this, right? The blockchain game night, you know, Zach and Bro. I mean, Ken Bosak.
I want to know that. So the token is PYR.
Yeah.
What is that? What does PYR stand for? Because I would think it would be like a VUL token or the VCN or something.
Ancient Greek for fire, you know, pyro. You know, So the Western, we're pronouncing it pyre, but the actual Greek pronunciation, my wife is Greek, you know, she'd be saying pier, but it's, you know, pyro, so pyre, fire. It was,
okay.
Nice. I'm so deep into this. This is so cool. You got Anvil and Frenzy. What are those? What's okay, this is the market that you guys are building. There's so much that you're still in development on that's coming soon.
No, this is actually function. This is we hit 10 million volume on this marketplace
Oh
now.
my gosh.
So this is that there's some Berserk cards gone up. That's a Vulcanite.
I don't know how you've been hiding. Like I'm always scanning for stuff, and it took a community member tagging me to say, have you seen this? And I get tagged all the time, and it's always like, all right, let's see what you got. And I came to this, I'm like, what? Get out! Look at this little guy.
He's like, yeah, that's nice. This is amazing. Hey, and so that's a shout out to you community members. If you see something really cool, don't assume that Joel and Travis have seen it, and we want to promote it on the Nifty Show. So if you see something amazing out there, tag at JoelCom or at TWTEEDUBYA. And while you're listening right now to this video, why don't you go ahead and hit the like button, because that's what nice people do.
See something, say something.
Yeah, all the VulcanVerse and watching right now, give them a like, give them a subscribe. Let's give these guys some love,
Yeah, we're only we're just a few away, about 40 members away from hitting 7,000 subscribers. So
nice. We would have had a lot more if YouTube hadn't shut us down for a year.
Actually, almost 2 years. That was about 21 months they shut us down.
So what's this? This is Anvil. What am I looking at here? This is all new.
Yeah, this allows anyone to make NFTs for free with no gas at all. So that's why these games have been onboarding with us, like Block Babies, Coddle Pets, GeoCats. You literally put in your address, choose your fields, press mint, then you've got your NFT, and then you can sort of use our marketplace and our API routes. It couldn't be easier, really.
And then there's this. Then there's Frenzy.
I'm
in a Frenzy. Look at.
It's going to be a player-to-player sort of staking gaming. So you can play Berserk against someone. You can stake peer, and the winner takes all. That kind of stuff. Like IGG is pretty much doing the same thing.
Wow. Oh, here's the real-time blockchain map. What's this going to show me? Oh,
this is fascinating, Jamie. I mean, I've just been blown away while going through this. I mean, as I told Joel, it's like, I'm not a huge gamer, but I love games. I just don't play games as much because it's a huge time suck for me, and I spend a lot of my time developing skills. But I love games, and I knew that I love games like a fat kid loves cake. And so I was like, I gotta slow down on my cake. And so, but
here's your error, Travis.
This is amazing.
Here's your error. You're making the assumption that you do not develop skills when playing games, and that couldn't be further from the truth.
I made that decision back in like 2000, whenever I'd spent 150 plus hours playing Zelda. Now you can play games and be an esports guy. You can play games and earn crypto, and it's like this. It's a whole new world for gamers.
It's getting crazy. I mean, when you put the money involved and the play to earn and everything like that, it's going to get more and more serious, I think. And that's where blockchain is really going to the idea of really owning it, not just sort of winning something that a centralized server could delete. That's when you've got the play to earn, the ownership. I think gaming is going to get really, really serious soon. But that's not where we're coming from. We just want to make a badass, fantasy world where people can own their stuff,
Love it.
So glad that we met you and to be working with you. Thanks for coming on today and sharing with our audience and all of you in the VulcanVerse out there. We're looking forward to seeing you guys online. So we'll let you go to sleep now, because I know it's super late and you're probably ready to fall over.
Thank you, my friend. It was lovely to see you guys. Thanks, Joel. Thanks, Travis. And I'll speak to you soon. Have a great rest of your podcast.
Sounds great. Cheers.
Live long and prosper.
Yeah, wrong Vulcan, but I'll take it.
Oh, never mind.
In that case, Nanu. Because that's
that'll do. Bye-bye.
You can still live long and prosper. That's cool.
Oh man, I told you, dude, this is amazing stuff. Like, wow.
Dude, like, how is that even possible that they've built 8 or 9 games, built all of that stuff, and not one person has mentioned it in our community? Not one person's been, like, it just totally escaped us. It totally escaped your son. Zach hadn't seen it, dude. And he's all super fantasy and in these types of games. Like, it escaped Bosack. Like, how is that even remotely possible?
Well, it's not going to escape anymore.
They are hidden no more, my friends. We are sharing them with the world.
They are discover-fied. And speaking of Epic, back for I think maybe the third time on the Nifty Show is Mr. Michael Yates of AlienWorlds. How you doing, man?
Good. I'm really well. Good evening.
Is this number 3? Is this your third time on
This
the
is
show?
number 3, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. But you
Well,
guys
you're the
don't
first
stop.
number 3 mint. That's awesome.
You guys are unstoppable. Like, I mean, you had a vision for this thing. I remember when it first came out, we're like, well, that's interesting. And then you kept doing these pack sales and then land sales and more pack sales and then mining. And of course, I mine regularly in AlienWorlds. I have to take a look and see which planet I'm mining on right now. But you guys you've minted more NFTs than anybody on Wax, to my knowledge. Is that accurate?
I think last time I checked, it was like a third of all the NFTs were ours. Yeah. So
Wow. Yeah.
we enjoy minting NFTs, definitely.
In fact, it's time for me to mine. You could see, I don't know if I'm using the best stuff or not for my gear, but
that's kind of similar to what I use. I use large explosives so there's a long time between the mines, but that's
I am staking on it looks like a Iki, I don't know, one of those.
I say Ike. I don't know if that's
Ike.
correct.
And we're gonna mine right now with my little male green. Okay, here's my tools. So this is what I'm using. Am I doing it right?
You're mixing very short times with very long times there. So people probably would recommend that you either use bigger tools for the outside ones or you use a smaller tool for the middle one.
All right. Like
yeah, I mean, there's no wrong answer in this game. It's all
like this guy, maybe. I don't know. I'm just doing the best I can here, updating my bag, and then I'm gonna mine some Trillium.
I mean, that's part of the good thing is there's no right answer, there's no wrong answer. Everyone has their own little strategies, and it depends how you want to play and how much time you've got.
All right, so you know what's new with AlienWorlds? What do you guys got coming now?
So we've just done our first public raise, private funding round. So I think it's our seed round that we just completed with Animoca, Longling Capital, 3 Commas, Hillrise Capital, lots of different people. So we've raised 2 million, just over 2 million through that. So that's probably the big news at the moment, and it's kind of just sinking in, and we're just kind of moving from being a kind of bootstrapped, scrappy startup company, and now that we have some actual budget to really kind of take this game to the next level, because everything you see now is it's bootstrapped. You know, we paid for it with our own money. We didn't have any investment. We didn't raise anything. We just did it with free time and money. So yeah, it's very exciting times for AlienWorlds.
I would say, man, congratulations on that. Anybody that Animoca, it seems that Animoca is connected with has just done amazing things. And so that is a good sign for what's to come. They have an amazing design studio over there. So you're already good design, will be up leveled most likely, and just keep adding new technologies to what it is that you're doing. And I think congratulations on that, my man, because you know what? You've been doing it. You've been working at it. You've been bootstrapping, as you mentioned. You've been hustling. You and your team have been working hours and hours, and you guys have delivered a delightful product that so many members in our community rave about. And I know that they're not only members of our community because they're over in your community too. So this is exciting stuff, dude. You got a lot of great things going on, man.
It's been unexpected, to say the least. I think, you know, when I first come on, you guys were like, yeah, okay, this is a bit out there, you know, and then, like you say, it's just kind of changed over time, and more people get it, which I think is the best thing, is that they actually understand what we're trying to do, and now they're getting involved in the planetary governance and all kinds of things like that. So
all I know is I've got the #1 mint Nordic Warhammer.
That's a good one.
Look at it. It's all glowy and doing things.
Yeah, these are special. They're the X dimension range, which they're not shinable. They're in their own kind of dimension. They're their own world.
Why would I want to shine that? It's all shiny on its own. Okay, so I know that you've got something coming up here really quick that you want people to know about. Tell us what you're doing.
So at the moment, we're looking to do the planetary governance stage at the moment. So I don't know if you remember, but each planet is its own kind of DAO. And at some point, we're going to hand over the DAOs to the community, to the people who are elected to run. And yeah, this is the council elections. At the moment, we're only accepting people to register. We're not taking voting or anything just yet. So we're taking it one step at a time, because these are kind of quite big steps, because there's real money at stake. You know, each one of these planets has quite a lot of tokens now, so they're able to spend a lot of money. And yeah, we just want to take everything one step at a time. So the first step is for people to come along and register. And I think our greatest fear was, or my greatest fear was, that like nobody would register and we'd have to kind of really push people to come along. But as you can see, there's quite a lot of candidates who are coming along and putting their names into the hat. So yeah, we're going to hold this open for another few weeks or so. We're not rushing anything. And then pretty soon we're going to be thinking about opening up the voting stage, whereby you can go and vote with your planet tokens, which are the ones that you receive once you stake to people.
So I have a question on here. So, this is awesome. The council are going through some cool stuff on that. That's,
you notice this has a nice design, whereas The Shining was not so nice. The Shining was done by me, whereas this was done by one of our new designers that we've taken.
I thought Stanley Kubrick did The Shining. Never mind.
He did, but I kind of hacked it up and did a bod's job of it. But yeah, so we've got a lot of people come on board, and we've got a lot of new designers and web designers and contract coders and all kinds of things.
So I just actually had like 127,000 TLM that was unstaked, and so I just staked that on a planet. And it says that I've equipped 3 of my cards. I've equipped a quantum drill and a localized attractor and another attractor. So I've equipped some things, and that's what's helping me earn that TLM, correct?
Yeah. Although I think you probably received some from somewhere else if you have 100 and something thousand of them.
Well, I know we've done some stuff, and we've done some different things, and I
Sure.
wasn't actually sure. I'm not sure how much, how that all worked, but I just staked it. So that's going to earn me more?
Potentially, that's the interesting thing, is that the staking, when you stake it to a particular planet, you basically swap it for the planet token. So if you look on your blocks, you'll see that you have like a EYE token or a KAV token.
Yeah, so I would have had AY because I've just staked it on EYE.
Yeah, so you have the EYE token, which allows you to vote for the council on that planet.
Okay.
So you may decide, well, you may think, well, actually, I want some return for that money. So you may only vote for people who promise to give you a return for that. And they have the power to do that. They have 20% of the income goes towards that planet, and the council can decide what to do with it. So you may only vote for people who reward you, whereas another person may vote for somebody who makes the coolest NFTs. Maybe they take that money and they use it to hire graphic designers who will create more and more NFTs.
I see these now. I see I've got some Kav here, and I've got some Nair, and I've got my own Trillium here somewhere in there's my so I've got 73,000 staked and 52,000 unstaked. Is this a lot in the economy?
It's a good amount. Yeah, you would definitely be one of the voters that people would like to attract.
This is great. This is like some Star Wars shit. You're talking about the council and the
and we're the Federation.
Jedi tricks and stuff. This is cool, man. I like all these different planets and the different allegiances and whatnot.
It's really cool
Planetary
how
councils.
people are kind of grouping together, and so this is Neri, which has all the monkeys at the bottom, you see?
Cone Man, the Bong-Barian, Travis. You see that?
I should actually go to that planet. That's whoever that guy's on. I need to go there.
Oh yeah, because this is the Crypto Monkeys planet, right? Neri.
Yeah. So you see there's 3 of them there. Or 4 of them, is it? No, 3. Yeah. So they're looking to take over this planet, and I'm not sure exactly what they plan to do at the moment. I think everybody's kind of taking it one step at a time. They're not entirely sure how things are going to run, and I don't think we are either. They're just going to kind of, I think there will definitely be some rewards for staking and possibly even rewards for voting. We don't know. So,
Travis,
Which
do you
one are
want
on,
to
Joel?
take over a planet, Trev?
That's what I was going to say. Which one are you on? I can join forces with you, and we can become Dark Lords.
We can rule the galaxy.
I mean, you can take the money and pay yourself if that's what you want to do. If you feel that the amount you give back to the planet is just your work and your time, then you can actually just pay yourself a salary. As long as the voters are happy with that, they'll keep voting for you and you'll keep your position. So,
Well, it looks like my stake is on Kavian or Kavian and Neri. Those are the two that I'm staking.
so that's the monkey planet and the Cabal planet.
The Cabal. There's a Cabal.
The Cabal. Have you not heard of the Cabal?
Should I obviously I'm missing something. Do I need
They're
to be aware?
they're the seedy underbelly of the AlienWorlds community.
Oh, that makes sense. They go with monkeys. Monkeys are, they're
Oh,
kind
they
of,
don't like the monkeys. No, the monkeys and the Cabal, they poke fun at each other constantly. So Kavian is Cabal. Magor
So
is
territorial.
the army. Yeah, everybody's really kind of, they've taken their planets and they're kind of, they're kind of making it their own. So Veles is, that I'd say is the one that's supported most by the Federation. We like that one because it has a lot of islands and it's the place you go to enjoy and relax yourself.
I see.
I need to
Actually,
go there. I like to relax.
we're on the bad planet. You see this one out here? That's not a star. That is a red planet. That's bad. This is planet bad. So we're actually, we're light years away from you guys out here, and we're building our
There's
own.
always the possibility to discover new planets in the future.
It's
We've
right
always-
there. I see
Yeah,
it.
it's there, but we haven't really found it yet.
Yeah.
It's just
Well, look, Michael, it's right over there.
It's right there. Damn it.
It's damn telescope. Come on. It's red.
yeah. If I was you guys, I don't know why you guys haven't registered already. I think you'd make perfect council members.
Time is because we spend our days doing NFTs and talking to people like you. I don't know that I'm having a hard enough time ruling my own planet. Rather, I
know that feeling. When we first started, it was like, I'm going to run for one of the planets. Definitely. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to run. And now it's like, I don't have time to run for the planet at all.
I want to run from my desk chair every once in a while, but I don't get too far from it.
What would I run
Good stuff.
for?
So the voting's going on. You guys got some new funding, dude. That is so exciting, my man. I'm so proud of you and what you guys are doing over there. It's always beautiful to see an independent group of folks with a vision, hustling, and then building it. And then the community's growing and getting success. And then here comes some investors to be like, hey, let's level you up. So, dude, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
And the really cool thing is the Animoca, they're kind of really supportive of us. They're not just the people who throw money at you and then say, right, that's it, you go away.
Oh, no.
They-
Yatsu over
they-
there is one of the most
and-
amazing folks in this space
Yeah.
that I've ever met. He's such a good dude.
Every time I don't open my packs often, but every time I do it live, I get something really good. So I've got these rare packs right here. So I'm going to go ahead and open one.
I haven't seen a pack opening for a long time.
Here we go.
Let's hope it works. Maybe it doesn't. Oh, yes.
So that's
What do we got here? Let's see what what's dropping. Waiting for the pack to open. 3 hours later. Well, I've not seen that
Got some
before.
of that backwoods Louisiana internet today.
Yeah, that is
I
actually
blame you or Sweden for this one.
that actually is part of the deal. My bandwidth here is pretty horrible, and I'm streaming. So let me jump over to the cards should be in my Atomic already,
It will
right?
be in your wallet, yeah.
All right,
So-
let me go pull up Atomic, and then I'll share the screen with everybody, and let's see what I got. Just didn't get to experience them dropping the way that they usually do.
I bet you got a mythical though.
Let's see.
He normally does. He's for a while he was on a bad streak where he wasn't pulling good stuff, and now he's just been pulling ridiculous things lately.
So this is what I got. Anything unique there? Looks like pretty standard stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you not the best pull there, unfortunately.
Mm.
You got some. I mean, you got some alright stuff. This guy's pretty cool. So he's going to be part of the next game that we're bringing out, which is the Thunderdome game, which is very hotly anticipated by everybody. Everybody wants to get in there and throw in their minions to fight amongst each other.
Where they go? So, like when you say minions, like this guy here, the Terminator, he'll get to go and then be scrappy.
Yeah. So there's a weapon next to him, that jagged spear.
Yeah.
Actually, the other one's a weapon as well. So yeah, you would throw in the weapons along with the minions, and you can throw in like 10, 15, 20 at a time. And it's going to be a kind of a mass brawl between different people. It's not.
I love this. Is like Captain Obvious wrote the copy for this one. Jagged spear. Warning: object has jagged edges. Jagged spear is jagged. Yeah,
it is.
That's great.
It's Mick Jagger. It's good. They got those moves. That means whenever you do the spin, it does a little, little Rolling Stones thing.
We had a big discussion about whether it should be jagged or jagged, and we went for jagged at the jagged.
The Jagged's one.
Because it's funnier. It's more amusing than jagged.
It's jaggedish.
Yeah.
It is. You got to make your own words. When you got your own alien world, man, you can make
Exactly.
your own
You can do
words
whatever.
up. When you got alien worlds, make up alien words. That is good stuff. Killing it, brother.
Way to go, Mike. We're gonna be watching. Just keep us posted on Thunderdome and
Keep an eye out. There's a lot of good news coming. Unfortunately, I've been told not to say anything, but there is some good news coming. We've got a lot of things piling up in the background, and we're kind of holding back the news. And then
We need you to say things if you're going to be a number 4 man. If you're going to be a 4-time guest on here, you better say things.
Yeah, no, I've been told by the people, the team. So yeah, we'll have to say thank you to the team as well. They've done a great job. Saro, Rob, and Pramod.
Thank you, team. You guys rock.
They've been working really hard behind the scenes to get all this funding and everything going on. And yeah, they've told me not to open my lips. I'd love to tell you, but they told me to not say anything. So
I thought you were the boss.
Keep an eye out. The next couple of weeks, I think we're going to have some good stuff and some fun coming up.
Excellent.
Beautiful.
All right, man. Keep us posted. We will catch you on the next round. See you, Mike.
Yeah.
All right. Take care.
Yo, Mike,
So-
the first time, 3-time
I
guest
know.
of the show.
And now for something completely different, a beautiful woman with an incredible voice just walked into our space. She is a Grammy-nominated performer. She's worked with some of the biggest names in the industry, and she is doing NFTs. Her name is Shontelle. Hey, Shontelle, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me, and thanks for that intro. That was nice.
Yeah, let's see. You're from I hope I got this right.
Barbados.
Barbados. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for speaking first, because I almost said Bahamas. One of those B
Okay,
islands.
that happens a lot, actually.
We're actually, I don't know where you are now, but it was in Barbados the last time, a little over a year ago, when people still went on cruises, and loved it. Beautiful island, beautiful people, and I'm moving to the Caribbean very soon, so we're going to be close neighbors because I'm going to be in Puerto Rico.
Nice.
Yeah. So for those who don't know you, first of all, you have a voice of an angel. Like I went and I listened
Thank
to
you.
I listened to Impossible. In fact, here, let's do this so people understand what I'm talking about here. I know this means I cannot monetize this video on YouTube because of your copyright, but this is from the song Impossible, and it's possible that I can play it. Here we go.
And now, when all is done, there is nothing to say. You have gone this so effortlessly. You have won, you could go ahead, tell them all I know now. Shout it from the rooftops, write it on the skyline. All we had is gold now. Tell them I was happy, and my heart is broken. All my scars are open. Tell them what I hoped would be impossible.
What a beautiful voice. and this song and some others did really well for you. And now NFTs. So what's going on? Tell us your story.
What's going on is that this is another, I will call it like a revolution, because a lot of recording artists, we've started realizing that our record deals don't really make much sense, at least not for us.
Right.
So I'll try to break it down like as simply and short as possible. But the long and short of it is that you're not gonna make much money, at least not very quickly, as a recording artist. I mean, there's always the like special cases, like if you really blow up, like if you become Jay-Z or Beyonce or something, then you're gonna make so much money from endorsements and touring and stuff that typically doesn't get touched in record deals. Although lately they started doing 360 deals, which means they get everything, touring, merch, and all that. So then the artist is just left there like, okay, well, the split is 80-20. So if I get $1 million record deal, that sounds great, right? But I don't get $1 million in my pocket. And I also don't get $1 million to spend. What they're saying is, we will spend $1 million getting you out there and you have to make it back for us. And you're not going to see a penny until you recoup this $1 million. So what if you're not successful? You know, or what if you just don't blow up big enough? Like you'll just be collecting scraps from sales forever, like as long as you're signed. So NFTs is a way to empower yourself, because at least for now, there isn't any current language in any contract that express that you can touch this stuff. This isn't in the contract. This is not something that your label invested in. It's not a master of a record. You know, it's not like a bunch of CDs that got printed or records or whatever the case is. You're just offering an experience that's unique, direct to consumer, like directly to your fans with no middleman, and all the money is yours. And on top of it, you're going to make money in perpetuity, because as each item or each NFT is resold and the value goes up, you will always get a percentage of whatever it sells for. So imagine that you mint an NFT that becomes like valued at like $10 million, you know, and someone like sells that for 10.5, you're just going to get like 10% of 10.5 million, like for no reason, for the fact, you know, it's like a royalty. Like, I created this and I should benefit every time someone else does, just like the label benefits every time my music is sold or played. You know, so
we saw this.
like
This is beautiful. I love it. We saw this really early on, and we were talking about, Joel and I were talking like, man, wait till these musicians start understanding this, because here we are in this COVID era. They're not even touring right now.
We can't do anything.
We've been it's beautiful, isn't it? I love it, and I think that especially because for most musicians, you know, digital merch has not really been a thing. There's been the physical merch. And so this is a whole new category, as you mentioned, that is outside of all those contracts. And if you do some really cool stuff in some really unique ways, I'm of the belief that the old record labels are going to go away. I mean, there's a lot of musicians out there that are just doing it on their own, like Tom McDonald, who doesn't even have a record label. It's just him. He makes the beats. He writes the songs. His girlfriend does the videos, and they put it on YouTube. He hasn't got a manager. He's got nobody's hand in his pocket. That's the wave of the future right now, isn't it?
Yep, I agree. And actually that point that I'm glad that you mentioned like digital merch, because I just did an interview with USA Today, and I told them the same thing, like, I don't know if any artists are looking at it this way, but it totally is a new way, like a new type of merch. I like literally align NFTs with merch, you know? So this is something like that empowers you to be able to do something very unique for your fans, but also actually benefit financially and be able to pass it on to your kids.
Well, in doing something this is Owens.Market is who you've partnered with here, and you guys can go to the website at owens.market, and you could see that Shontelle, there's a house party going on, and there's an auction that's taking place in just under 6 days from now. So what is the NFT? Talk about what's happening here.
Well, we have different tiers, but like all in all, I'm offering things like you're gonna get what we call in the Caribbean a dub plate, which is a version, like a special unique version of a song or a single that has your name in it. And you'll be the only person who has this version, like the only person in the world who has a version of a song that has your name in it. Then we have things like unreleased merch that you'll be the only person who will ever have this. You're gonna get a special version of the single, like vinyl, so you actually get physical, tangible utilities attached to the NFT. So it's not only the digital art, because we're also including like artwork, and in the custom artwork, you will actually be able to get yourself put in, you know, with me and the gang.
Chilling on the sofa.
Yeah,
I want you.
so
Will
yeah,
you
imagine
record?
if you had like album art from Michael Jackson and like you're in the picture with him on Thriller.
I can
I
be
mean, how
bad.
crazy is that?
I can be bad. We're bad already.
Right?
So will you re-record the song and call it Impossible instead?
I could, yeah. You see, I could do that.
Impossible.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Impossible.
Oh my gosh, that just happened. I'm soundbiting that. Be still my heart. Oh, you touched me right there. That was great.
That's
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
here for,
Oh,
to spread
That
the
was
love.
beautiful. And I want to say, I noticed this that I thought was super amazing of this. This is the very first NFT or music NFT that was been produced from beginning to end by a Black women team, right?
Yes, it is. And that is
All
something
right.
that we didn't even mean to do. We just recognized the opportunity and decided, let's just go for it and be ahead of the game. And then all the reports started coming back. So it's like, guys, you know, like no one did this yet. Like, and so we were just like, oh, wow. Okay. Awesome. You know, it feels good.
yeah.
That's right.
Aretha-
That's why you're Shontelligent.
Hey, I see you there.
Aretha would be proud because the sisters are doing it for themselves.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
And it's the first time in a long time that we've been in a position like that, you know? So it feels good to just be able to, you know, make your own rules and not follow someone else's and just do your own thing.
So the auction will take place right here on this site. What is do math for me? 6 days from now. Is that the 8th that this happens, or the
Yeah,
6
it's
days
on
from
the
now.
April 8th? Okay.
Yeah.
And so people they'll be bidding on the same piece, but you'll get different rewards based on how high your bid is.
Yes. So
This
there'll
is
be
sort of like
different
the model
tiers.
that like Blau did, right? A little bit like Blau was doing some stuff with his auction kind of thing. And did you kind of take some inspiration from that, or is this you guys came up with some new models on this?
I think the group that I was most inspired by was like Kings of Leon, because they did, I think that, I don't know if they, maybe like the first major or like mainstream band to, they were offering like a special vinyl copy of the album. And so that was like a cool NFT. And I thought like, okay, yeah, we should do that too. But then we thought, how could we take it further? And so we really, really wanted to think of like experiences that were unique that just nobody did before. And I still don't think anyone offered. I mean, yeah, I think there's definitely people like who've done competitions where the fan can get like a cameo in the music video, but there's no like financial benefit in it for the fan. Once that experience is done, it's over. Like you get to take some pictures, maybe get a copy of it, but like that doesn't really have that much value to anyone else. It's personal to you, and someone might just later down the road be like, I want to own this one moment that happened when this guy was in the Shontelle video or something like that. You know what I mean? And now you have it. And the more your value goes up, the more the value of your NFTs go up. So just like rare sneakers or a rare piece of art, you know, every time it gets sold, more money is made.
Which is
my question,
refreshing. Go ahead.
Yeah, it is. My question will be around this. Is it, so I saw here that said it was powered by something, but I didn't see what. Is this an Ethereum? Is that where you're doing your NFTs on ETH? Yeah, what, I don't recognize that logo, so that doesn't help me.
Yeah, it is. We are using Ether. But I believe that you can pay in like any form, actually. Like you can pay any type of crypto, so Bitcoin, Ether, like you can even pay cash. It's
Okay,
whatever you
nice.
want to do. Yeah, so if you have a wallet and you prefer to do your transfer that way, then yeah.
I'm looking at your bio here of your career, and of course, it would. How do I not talk about some of the people that you've worked with here? Rihanna, Bruno, Akon. We've had Akon on our show. He's super cool.
Yeah, he's
Beyonce,
smart.
Jason. You know, kind of share an experience maybe from the road. You know, working with one of these artists. Just titillate us with something interesting from the people that you've worked with.
I mean, every experience has been amazing with like every artist that you mentioned, but I think a really cool Bruno moment for me, like a memory that I'll never forget this. This is when we were working together on my first album, and then he was all like, I'm gonna say like kind of depressed, because he was feeling like I'm just a songwriter. I really want to be an artist, because he wasn't out yet. And then he was like, this is the last time I'm going to try and put together a new demo, and I'm going to try to shop it to different labels. And he was literally saying, if it doesn't happen this time, I'm just going to give up and just write songs. And he sat by the piano. He's like, before you leave, I just want to play one song for you. And so he starts playing, that like, bang, bang, banging on my chest, gorilla. And he played that gorilla song. And I was like, oh my God, that's a hit. Like, what are you doing with this? And he's like, everyone hates this song. No one gets it, so I'm just feeling like I want to give up. And I was like, bro, like, I don't know what you're talking about, but that song's a smash and you're going to be fine. And then fast forward years later, Bruno's like huge. And then it wasn't even on the first album that song was on. It ended up on like the second or third album. So I like, every time I think about that, it warms my heart. So when I see the level of success that he's on right now, it just blows my mind, because this guy was ready to be done with it, and then he just didn't give up, and it worked this time, and now you can't stop the guy.
Wow.
I think that was so cool. And it was cool for me to be like, I heard that song first, like a long time ago before, that was
you were the mint number one. You heard it.
Yeah, so I would like to think and hope that whatever, because he I don't know, it was like if he was trying to get some sort of encouragement from me. So I would like to think that something I said or,
oh yeah,
that
you hold a special place in his heart, I'm sure, because that encouragement that you needed on that dark day that he had was lifted him up, and the moment when he needed it. So good on you for doing the right thing at the right time. And you just, look, that's a butterfly effect right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Beautiful.
I want to throw this out there real quick before we end it real quick. Is that one thing you could do later on, once we have concerts again with your NFT, is that if somebody has your NFT, that they buy this one of 11 and they can prove it, and they're at one of the concerts that you're performing at, then maybe they can come backstage and meet you or something, or create some additional experience for them. That's
already on the cards. Because like, I'm looking at it, because we have to like give people a reason to buy them too. Like, some people may not necessarily be even caring about the collector side of it, but it's the unique fan experience. So we like, almost, it's like a token, in a game. Like, if you buy the token, you get like extra something that you wouldn't have if you, didn't buy the token, like a power up or like a new weapon or something that gives you an advantage. And so, yeah, like already on the cards was the whole like meet and greet thing, or like spend a day with the artist or whatever. But it's so new, and there's so many ways that you can offer these really cool, unique fan experiences. And so the concert one is definitely one that was like on the cards for us that we've been talking about. So maybe the next round we'll do that. But by the time I get there, everyone else will be, all the artists will be doing it by then, I think.
Yeah, but not all of them are going to be doing it right or well. And that's, I think what we're going to see is what I call McNFTs. Where there's a site that you can go to and say, I want them, and they ka-chung, 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 and they just make them. But it needs the heart and soul of the artist involved. And the artist knows their community and their fans best, and it's got to connect with that community. So, you are very much in touch with what you're doing here. Not only are you talented, but you're really bright. And what you're doing here, I think, is helping pioneer, for other artists. And so, and this guy right here, he's out because sorry, but you're out, and Travis is going to be there instead.
It's nice.
And I'm so looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it.
We'll get our animators on that, and we'll just Photoshop it. We'll Photoshop me in. That sounds perfect.
And mint that. Shontelle, thank you so much for coming by. If you had been here first, you would have told USA Today, you know what? I don't need to talk to you guys. I talked to Joel and Travis already. Maybe not.
Maybe not. You froze her with your joke.
The frozen chosen. Well, at least she's beautiful. So, having her frozen is like, you catch
That's
me
true.
Frozen, and it's going to be like,
whatever you're frozen, you look dorky. Whenever she's frozen, she looks graceful and lovely.
Yeah. I look dorky no matter what. That's just,
all right.
that's
We
my
love you,
natural, that's my natural look. All right. Well, I'll just drop her back in the waiting room again, and say thanks to Shontelle for coming on. You guys can go to Owens.market. I love the variety that the NFT world is bringing, Trav.
I mean, think about this. Just today, we had one like a super fantasy world based on Greek mythology, and then we have one that's AlienWorlds and space and outer space and amazingness, and then we have this, platinum recording artist come on talking about her NFTs, and she's completely innovating stuff in a whole new way. And with the music and entertainment industry, like, this is all entertaining, folks, and it's really cool to see the different types of people that are building in the space.
I wanted to bring her back in just so we could say goodbye and thank you properly. So thank you, Shontelle.
I'm sorry about that, guys. But I just wanted to say thank you for having me on. And what you said is true. My goal really is to be a pioneer with this thing, like to be the case study, to show other artists what can be done so they can get on it quick before the labels get on it. And get themselves ahead. So I really appreciate you giving me this platform to share this movement and spread it. And hopefully I'll be back on the show again talking about the next big thing.
There we go. Very nice. You got a friend in us for sure. We got fans over here.
Thank you. And anybody who wants to check out the auction, just check it out on Owens.market. And if you want to keep up with me, I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Shawnee246.
Awesome.
Shawnee246.
Would you sing out with Impossible Joel one more time?
And now, when all is done, there is nothing to say. If you're down with embarrassing me, on your own, you can go ahead, tell them. Impossible.
Oh, that's fantastic. You made my day.
Beautiful.
Thank you
Now
so
say
much,
Impossible
Shontelle.
Travis.
Bye, Travis.
Much love.
For you next time.
There you go.
Bye,
We have
guys.
to have you back. Bye-bye, Shontelle.
Great.
Thanks. I'm going to have to make that into an NFT and
You
give
have to make that your ringtone.
Yeah, right. I'm not here right now because I'm impossible.
That is so funny. Check it out, fans. People who are tuning in to the Nifty Show live right now. Look at this. We just had an epic show that you were here for, And so that was awesome. And tell you what, these shows now are going to be leveling up. The next show will have, we're going to get it all figured out. Maybe it's not the exact next one, but we got some really cool, lower thirds and chirons and a whole new design coming up. This is going to be amazing moving forward. And this show was great. It's only going to get better, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you're subscribed, because we like subscribers, and YouTube likes when we have subscribers. So hit that bell so you know when we're going live.
Yeah, and we're going to be more handsome too next time around.
How's it possible?
I don't know. How is it possible for us to be any more handsome than we are? Oh, it's possible. It's possible. So the big news, of course, from our world is that the Upland Collectibles set, the Blockchain Heroes Edition, releases on April 6th. And it's going to be a 2-part sale. We've got plenty of packs for everybody to get their hands on, but it will be a limited sale, and you can learn more about it if you go to upland.cards. There's going to be 2 parts to the sale. It is going to go fast in both parts of it, but we want to make sure that no matter where you are in the world, you'll have an opportunity to get these packs. This is, to my knowledge, the first mashup of 2 chains that are working together, where universes are colliding. Wax and EOS. We're Wax. Blockchain Heroes are on Wax, and Upland Game is on EOS. And you're going to be able to find some very, very rare mythic Blockchain Heroes block explorers in these packs, which you will be able to bring through a portal, a magical portal, a world of delight, into the Upland Game and use in Upland. This is a first to my knowledge.
Yeah. I don't know that there has been a mashup like this in the NFT world, and we're just having fun, man. We're having fun bringing value to you guys, entertaining you folks with the latest news and bringing delight as much as possible, because the world is not so great sometimes. But we're here to sort of, give you some sunshine along the way and give you some fun collectibles that hopefully increase in value. So far, so good. Most of everything that we've done so far has increased in value, so that's a good sign. And we're just going to keep delivering high quality, low quantity things. We're going to keep introducing amazing people into the space and talk with them here on the Nifty Show and do Nifty news and tell you guys and teach all about it, because we love this space. We've loved this space for over 3.5 years. We saw this really early on, and we knew when the time was right, we were going to be ready. And here we are. And you're ready because you're listening to the show and you're figuring out what's going on. So thanks for tuning in. You guys are awesome.
We love you long time. I have a question for you, Trav. Where'd you get the Wax hat?
Oh, man, I got to give a shout out to my boy, Badassiter Mint #1. Our good friend, Will Armstrong, Technical Rift. He hooked it up, didn't he? That's pretty nice. Not a bad hat. Well, it fits my fat head decently.
Is there one coming my way, Will, or what?
No, you don't wear hats.
Well,
no, actually, I said this. I said to him one time, I go, dude, that's a dope hat. I go, it's like a flat. I go, is that a flat? That's a flat bill. I go, is it, is it fitted? And he goes, no, but it's pretty big. And I go, oh, that's cool. And then he just sent me one. So that's nice.
Nice. Yeah, I wouldn't wear one like that because it would eat my whole head up. It would get down to here. But very cool. Way to go, Technical Rift. He is very nice. And
Technical Rift, Badassiter Mint #1.
We'll cover this more in the Nifty news because there's a lot of news that is happening. But the big announcement yesterday was that Funko, the Funko Pop characters, which are a huge cultural phenomenon, are coming out on Wax very soon. And I think they're going to do weekly releases of a different character starting at $9.99.
Incognito asked me to bend the bill. Apparently this dude doesn't have no idea how I wear hats. So EBOD. Brother.
This is how. If you don't know what that means, look it up and you won't find it because it's our own acronym.
EBOD, but that's all right.
It's our own acronym. All right, guys, we're gonna call it for today. And thanks for watching. As Travis said, do hit the thumbs up, in the bell, so it'll ring a ding. And we might be live with the Nifty Show on Tuesday for Nifty News. I don't know. We're looking at these new production tools. But if not, it is recorded and you'll be able to get the recording on YouTube or go to iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, or Google Play and subscribe and review us there because we're moving on up.
Yeah, I think the Nifty news show that we did was pretty cool because it's fun. We've done it twice now, and it's amazing to see how much news around NFTs is popping up every week. Before, when we started the show, I mean, we'd maybe see one article, two articles relevant, very rare. And we was like, oh, if we found one, we'd be like, oh, hey, check, we found an article about NFTs. Like, we were so early to do this show. Now there's so much news. Joel was like, dude, this is way too much. And I'm like, well, we don't got to go in depth on each one. We can just kind of like touch on some of them. But it ended up being almost like a 50-minute show just covering all the news from the last week. It's crazy amount of stuff.
And we left some out. I mean, we're getting press releases and getting hit up by people on Twitter and LinkedIn and other places all the time. Check out our NFT. And some of them are really interesting. Some of them not so much. There was a guy that hit me up yesterday, Trav, that he released, what was it? Let me give you the exact name of it because I've got these in my wallet and I think I sent you one. I think we're going to have a drop for Nifty Box members around these as well. It was a spoof on NBA Top Shot for April Fools, and they were called, hang on, I'm loading up right now. I just got a lot of NFTs to get past to find them. It's because I unpacked some gallery stuff yesterday and some Godzilla packs. Oh my gosh, where are they? CBA Not Shots. And they're they come in a can rather than a pack. Let me share my screen here really quickly and show you. So this is a dry whisker pack right here that has one card in it. And then these are the cards that
these shoes, those are great.
That come out of them. So there's,
wait a second, what were these packs called?
It's called CBA Not Shots.
Cat basketball not shots. Okay.
Yeah. So, and then you go and unpack them on their site. And so I was talking to the guy. I'm like, hey, can we get those, a whisker pack for our Nifty Box members? So I think he might be sending those for us to drop to people.
Somebody has asked, what's a brother got to do to get a Nifty Box? A brother has got to go to wax.atomic.io to get those because those have been long sold out. We started selling those in late September, early October. They sold out and there are no more available. So you can only get them on the secondary market. So if you want a Nifty Box, that's where they are. And this was the inaugural year, maybe the only year of the Nifty Box. So get them while you can.
Yeah, we just started our 7th month, Travis, and the spreadsheet with stuff that's going to drop this month is amazing. So if you can get your hands on one, the subscription goes through December 31st of this year. And people are like, oh, do it again. I'm like, you guys don't understand how much work this is to do this. And we've got so much other stuff, but they're volunteering. They're like, well, we can help. Well, maybe you can.
Maybe we can set something up where we can have a team member or something, or create a team member for that particular. You know what? I saw there was another one that was like a Nifty Box knockoff that ended up creating a coin and having way less cool NFTs than we do. And they got a market cap of like $5 million.
Nifty Box knockoff. Copying us all the time. That's okay. Hey, if we've inspired somebody to do something else, I'm good with that. There's more than enough to go around. So theirs is called the Almost Nifty Box.
It's an NFT loot box or something, I think they call it. Yes, somebody's asking, am I also on BitClout? I am on BitClout. I am at TW, same as my Twitter handle. Some scammer actually got my username, and then I had to wrestle it back from him. And had to have him call me King Daddy, and I got my account.
I'm actually trying something tonight. I posted this on Twitter and on BitClout that I've got 10 of the Bitcoin Bro Circle NFTs. Well, actually, I just share the screen here. I posted this. I'm like, all right, midnight tonight. That my top 10 token holders at midnight tonight. You're going to get this NFT right here. I think we only minted 100 of this circle sticker, so I'm gonna drop those. So you got to be a top token holder though, which doesn't take a lot to do right now to be a top token holder.
You know what would be way cool is like if you could like I got some Travis token. Why can't I trade some Travis or my TW token for some Joel Com token? But instead, you got to go and buy more BitClout to be able to buy a thing. And it's just crazy because I don't know. There's not any way that I've seen to be able to take your BitClout out or to sell any of your So to me, I'm just going to hold and wait and see on this. I put in, I don't know, a couple grand to get some, and then I'm not going to do any more until I can see how I can actually extract that value that I got out of that. Is there going to be some circulation? I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, it's either going to moon and be insane, or the rug's going to get pulled out completely. But they do have VCs behind them, so I do find that that's interesting. But we'll figure it out. It's not like the hokey pokey, where you can put your left foot in, take your left foot out. In this case, you put your Bitcoin in, but you can't get it out.
Yeah, you get your Bitcoin in and they take it out. It's really good. The VCs work out pretty good that way.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Thanks again for watching. Sir Lord Travis, always a pleasure to co-host alongside you.
Oh, thank you, brother. Likewise, good sir. And this was a great show. I can say that because it's at the end now. And I just want each and every one of you who've tuned in to this 75-minute show to stay nifty. Be nifty, whichever it is we say.
Do something nifty sometime.
Do something nifty
today.
I got 27 coins in circulation now. And my coin price is $342.
Buy.
Dude, I only got 2 followers now because the scammer thing and there was a bunch of them on there. I need followers, you guys.
Go follow at TW on
I just set
BitClout
this thing up and I feel like a loser.
and go buy his coin. All right, be nifty. See you guys.